Let's say your dad was abusive and you marry a guy who gets angry and rages a little bit, okay? Then what you start realizing is I didn't know that I was marrying my dad, so to speak, but there's something about this guy that feels good. There's something attractive about it, more than just looks. There's something, and maybe it's something, maybe because everybody's got their own normals, like we talked about a few weeks ago. So maybe the good part of dad, or let's say the dad was a real confident man, and maybe, or the guy you're attracted to is a very confident man, but what I'm saying is you may be attracted to something that when you get behind that door number 2, you're gonna go, oh my goodness, what have I done? Yeah, then that's what, and that's when people come into my office, it's like I realize I've married the wrong person. And I'm going, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think God's messing around with us. I think He's really drawing us to Himself, going, I can't do this unless you change my heart and unless you give me the grace to love this person that sometimes acts so unlovable and is sometimes so unkind to me. And so I think that is what's going on. I think there is this almost an aroma and attractiveness to someone that is going to be very similar. I mean, a lot of counseling education is that you recreate your family of origin. You know, and it won't be, and you think you're going to the opposite extreme, but there's something back there. And I'm not saying it's always true, right. But yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I would say that almost always happens to where we're going, I didn't know that. You know, it feels like, you know, I thought you represented this person when we're dating, and now I'm realizing you're this. So I married this person. I didn't know I was marrying this person, and yeah, we don't know that. I mean, again, when the word I do happens at the altar, something changes. And it's radical. All of a sudden, who you are is different. You're not my fiance anymore. You are the man or woman that's supposed to meet all my needs and always be there for me. And if I'm insecure, you're always supposed to know it, and you're supposed to be my, hero. I didn't know that. I mean, I just thought I liked you and thought you were attractive and thought we got along really well. But all of a sudden, now you take on a different role. And so that's where the confusion comes in. And I would say you didn't marry the wrong guy. You married for the reasons you married. It didn't work out like you thought it would. But so now let's dig in and find out what expectations of yours are unhealthy. What is it? So then, do I focus on the 5 wonderful things that I've always loved, or the 50, or do I focus on the 5 or 50 horrible things about you, or things that I don't really care much about you? So then I get to choose. You get to choose. So because if you're going to focus on my sinful nature, I'm hosed. I mean, I'm out. I mean, so we've got to choose, because the longer we're married, the longer we know the other side of the story, and all of a sudden the family of origin stuff shows up. It's very complicated, but I think God is, again, I really do think God, I think we think, God made me like Jesus is some switch that's going to, one day I'll wake up and be like Christ. Every day I'm more like Christ. Every day I'm a little more like Christ. And I think God's up there with a hammer and a chisel going, okay, I know this is going to hurt, but you wanted to be like Jesus, and that's what I want. I want you to be an imitator of Christ, and it's whack. And sometimes we get mad at God because He's whacking on us. How can you say you love me and yet I've lost my child, or my husband died in this, or Daddy did this to me? Where were you when that happened? And God, I can't speak for God, but I think what He's saying is, I'm chiseling on you all the time because you matter so much to me. I'm going to draw you to me no matter what. And you may hate me, but everything I do is in your best interest. That just absolutely undoes me. So, yeah.